Hi, this is Ben Eubanks. So I was actually at an event this morning and I heard a speaker asking the audience about what HR's biggest challenge is. It was interesting because the people at my table all happen to be students, people about to get in the profession, right? Early career individuals. And I just kind of sat back and listened to them talk about it a little bit. And the thing that they all were talking about was interesting because it was a common challenge that they all saw from their different angles, different colleges, different schools, different majors even, but all coming together around HR as a topic. And what they all said was that their biggest challenge that they foresaw was the credibility issue that HR has. Right, the thought that HR is all about hiring, firing, that they sit in their office all day, they're not interested in bringing value to the organization, they're just there to push paper and keep people in line like the police. And it's interesting because I kind of let that conversation play out a little bit, and then I shared with them some ideas on how to break out of that a little bit. But it's interesting because a while back I got a question from a reader, and she said, I'm actually kind of scared about going into HR because of the reputation is so bad. It's making me not want to go into HR, making me want to pick a different career path. And that challenge is a very real one. It's a very common one. It's a very big challenge for today's individuals that are thinking about HR as a path, which hurts my heart because these people also are so excited about getting in and doing the right things for the organization and helping to build a great company through the people. So they have the right heart, their heart's in the right place, but they're worried about that negative stereotype. And so a piece of advice I would offer, if you're thinking about getting in, or if you're in HR and you're like, hey, that's actually me, I'll raise my hand and say I've screwed that up once or twice. I'll admit it that there's been times, seasons when I worked in HR where that was probably what defined me, right? The person that kind of sat in their office and just make sure everybody, all the stuff was taken care of because things were too busy to do anything else beyond that. But the advice that I gave these individuals, these young people that were getting into HR is this specific thing. Find someone else in the business that is a business leader with credibility, that people, when they speak up, people turn and listen. People want to hear from this person. They respect them highly. Go to that person, find out what problem they have, and help them solve it. If it's an operations person, if it's someone in marketing or finance, it doesn't matter where they are, what role they're in. Find out what their problem is and help them to solve it. And over time, you'll see that relationship start to add some credibility to you and the organization. Right? You'll start having people come to you. And the way that you know that you've arrived as an HR leader with a real strategic voice, someone that people actually want to listen to, the way that you know you've gotten there is if people start bringing questions to you that have nothing to do with the people side. Right? Instead of the manager calling you and saying, hey, I've got this problem employee, can you help me deal with that? Instead of being just those conversations, because those will always happen, you're also getting calls, hey, we have this issue with this quality issue on our line. Can you give me some ideas on how to solve this? And oh, by the way, the ideas probably will involve the people, right? So you'll bring that area of expertise in and you'll be able to help solve that problem. But they're calling you about business issues that are outside the scope of human resources. But because you add value, because you built that relationship, they're going to be looking for your expertise and insight. That's how you solve that problem, right? But at the same time, it's not a quick and easy fix. There's nothing simple about changing the perception of people around you. All you can do is chip away at it over time, keep doing the right thing. Because I've seen organizations where this works. I've seen organizations where it is not a priority. And so you've got to make sure that is one of the things top of mind for you. So I'd love to hear from you. If you ever run into that, it's been an issue for you, drop a note in the comments below. I'd love to hear from you how you address that. Or maybe you're working in a company where you are that person, right? Kind of raise your hand and say, hey, yeah, I've screwed up, but I'm ready to make it better. I'd love to hear from you as well. What sort of things can you do to improve that? Thanks. Have a good one.